The Decorah girls swim team competitors, coaches, and fans are going to be quite busy Thursday and Friday at a place where it's fun to be busy. The girls state swim meet, 9 events have qualified for the state swim meet, and Allie Schultz, the head coach for the Decorah girls, joining us. And Allie, what made everything come together in such a positive way last Saturday at the regional in Mason City?
The girls did. They came out. We've been working through a lot of physical and mental strengthening stuff throughout the season, and it really just came through on Saturday. They knew what they wanted. They knew what they needed to do. I told them the last week of practice. I said, we're no longer going to stroke critique. We're no longer going to do any of that. It's basically getting to the wall first. That's what you need to focus on. Just racing your race, not worrying about what everyone else is doing. And they came out and they did that exceptionally well. And we talked about how your body's going to feel when you're racing and how where your mind's going to go and what you need to do with your mindset. And all those factors went into play on Saturday, and they really came through.
And obviously, 9 events going to state, but I believe 22 of the 27 events had personal best times. You can't ask for much more than that on your regional
No,
qualifier, can you?
no, you can't. And the girls, like, some of them were just astonished, like how much time they dropped. And there's nothing to hang your head on, even if, there was a couple girls that possibly were on the verge of making it to state. And if they didn't, that is a disappointment when you're gunning for that. But when you swim something the fastest you've ever swam in your whole life, like that, you have to be so proud of that.
Of course, we're talking about the results, but beyond the results, what has made this a fun group to be around? What has made this a special group?
Mhm. They are a special group, that's for sure. They are a team. They are one solid team. And to tell you the truth, we're all different communities coming together in Northeast Iowa to swim for Decorah. And I would not be able to tell you one is from Southwind, one is from a different school, walk on, whatever. They're all together as a team, and they all are so coachable. Like, when we talk to them about stroke critique or what to do, things to fix in practice, they're fixing them. They're doing it. They're putting in the time. They're engaged when we talk about mental health. When we talk about the mindset they need to compete as an athlete or in their world, they're doing the things to make their bodies as healthy and their mind as healthy to compete. And they're just a great group of girls to coach.
And selling that team aspect in a sport like swimming, where a lot of it is your individual effort, how do you go about doing that?
Mhm. That's a good question. So I always tell them, especially like at conference, when we swam conference, the momentum of the team matters. And so even if you're not a point scorer, you matter because you are adding momentum to the team. And at conference, we again had almost 95% personal best times at that time, which was a couple weeks before this meet. And it's not always the fastest swimmers that are getting them there. It's everybody in that momentum and what they're adding to the team aspect as far as how they're encouraging, how they're really uplifting the other swimmers. And when they swim good, that momentum goes into the next race. And even if they don't have the best race, how they react to that really matters as well.
And this is a high school sport. Obviously, Decorah High School doesn't have their own pool, and you have to be accommodated by the folks at Luther College for practice, competitions, everything like that. What is a typical week like for a Decorah swimmer?
Yeah, it's not as easy. We do have to accommodate pool time, so our practices are from 6:30 to 8:30 every night. On Fridays, we have 6 a.m. practices. I encourage the girls to do their strength programs at their specific schools to do the strength program and be lifting on their own because I don't have access to that to help them with that. So yeah, they are in the pool those late hours and sometimes early mornings.
And when you go about doing that, knowing the fact that it's not your regular practice hours, does that help kind of buy the team together, knowing the fact that it's not an easy thing to do, but they're going out and getting it done?
They do. And it's the love for the team and it's the love for the sport. It's again making the best of it, knowing that this isn't the ideal time. Most teams are practicing right after school, but they can see, you know what, let's shift our mind onto guess what? We get to come home, have a snack, regroup, get our homework done, and then go to practice. And it's just kind of shifting that perspective a little bit.
How many schools are combined with this Decorah swim team this year? You mentioned a lot of schools from throughout Eastern Iowa. or Northeast Iowa, I should say. How many swimmers do you have overall from different area schools?
Oh boy. We have 35 total swimmers,
Oh,
and we have Cresco, Walk On, Southwind, us. I think that's it, but totally could be missing a school because, oh, we have North Fayette Valley.
okay.
Um, because like I said, if you had asked me what schools they go to, I probably wouldn't even be able to tell you for sure.
Well,
They're
but
all one.
yeah, that's kind of the neat aspect of everybody coming together, though, right?
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they know because they're obviously in different schools, but as a coach, and I no longer have anybody in the high school for my own family, so I don't know.
And this week, as you prepare for the state meet, what will this week of practice and training be like?
Yeah, so tonight we're going to build back up. I told them plan on a little more intensity in practice for the practice tonight, and then we're going to kind of taper back down for the state meet. So there's been a lot of very strategic workouts for them based on what meets. I didn't taper them at all, most of them at all this season. And so when they came to this taper meet at regionals, they were able to feel rested and really recover their body. But now tonight, I want to add a little more intensity back, get that heart rate up, get the momentum up, and then taper them back down to be ready to race on Thursday and Friday.
And how much of the training and practice is individual based? How much is team based at this time of year?
This time it's mostly they'll all be together, but I take them separately if they need to work on specific things for what their race is. During the season, it's individual, or it's like grouped into different groups based on their talent level and kind of what they're doing throughout the season. And they're because I can't expect, everyone's out for a different reason. So some are out for just to get in shape for a different sport, and some are out to make it to state. So I kind of adapt based on that.
And what type of goals has the team set for Thursday and Friday in Iowa City?
I haven't really had them set goals as
Okay.
much as just being present, racing their race, and being focused on what they want to do in the pool and executing the best race that they can do that day is really kind of where our focus is. I think we can get some of them we have a young team. We have two freshmen that qualified for individual events. Paige and Carly are the two freshmen, and then Jenna and Liz are both in two individual events as well. And so I think Liz could probably make the finals, which would be Friday. So that would be a goal for her. But ultimately, it's just preparing your mind and your body to race the best race you can be that day.
And I know from a coaching staff perspective, this staff kind of came together literally right before the season. I know you took the head position, but I know you got some quality people helping you out as well, correct?
For sure. We have a solid group of coaches, and it did literally come down to right before the season where we kind of came together. They were all kind of a group before I was able to say, yeah, I can help in this position. But they are amazing. They really made this team execute to what they could do. We had two parent volunteers that were on deck every night. Kiri is the assistant coach. She was on deck every night. I was not able to be there every night because of other commitments. Jumping at the last minute, I had other commitments in my life. So I was there as much as I could, and I executed from the back end as planning the season and the workouts and doing those critiques when I was there and mindset stuff. So yeah, it's been a very big team effort for this group, and it's been just like a family.
And obviously, the results speak for themselves with 9 events coming to state this weekend. Allie, thank you for taking a few minutes to talk about the season as it is. And here's hoping you put your best foot forward and have a great state meet this weekend. We wish best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Allie Schultz joining us, Decorah girls swimmers, and 9 events going to the state meet in Iowa City Thursday and Friday.